Hi, welcome. It's always hard to tell if this is working or not. Okay, I think we're on now. Okay, hi, welcome. So it's good to see everybody. We're going to work on hips today. I've heard a lot. I've heard from some of you that you've been doing a lot of sitting. Hi. And that you'd like to do some hip openers. So we're going to work on that today. It would be helpful if you had a therapy ball or a tennis ball. All right. If you don't have either of those, that's okay. We're just going to do one pose that uses these, but it might be helpful to have one of these. If you have a small foam roller, that would work if it's a little on the firm side. I don't know. I was trying to think of things you could use that weren't either one of these things. And all I could really think of was an orange, and I'm not sure how that would work. So you want that, and you want 3 blankets. We're going to definitely need 3 blankets tonight. So blankets, towels, you could use 2 blankets and a pillow. So go ahead and take a moment and locate that, right? I'll give you guys a second to do that. I'll locate those things. And then somebody else asked me if they could do this practice on the bed. And my answer would be yes. Frankly, you can do the practice anywhere you want. I think sometimes it's nice to have a firm surface beneath you. With that being said, some people have really firm beds. I am not one of them. So, all right. So come into a comfortable seated position. So if you want to sit on one of your blankets, maybe roll it up a little bit to give yourself a little bit of height, and go ahead and find a comfortable spot. If this is not comfortable, seated cross-legged, you can come onto your knees and sit back like this, right? In hero's pose. Really whatever works for you right now. We're just going to do some deep breathing. We're going to warm up a little bit, and then we're going to come down onto the mat. So finding a comfortable spot, centering yourself, and let's come into some nice deep breaths. So if you can, you want to inhale through the nose, down into the belly, exhale everything. Deep inhales, complete exhales. All right. Nice, deep, slow breathing. All right. Inhaling and exhale. And as you exhale, allow yourself to sink into the earth a little bit, right? Just feel everything sort of relax, let go. Close your eyes as you come into your breath. And imagine that as you exhale, all the stress is rolling down your back into the earth. Whether you're seated on your bottom or you're on your legs, on your knees, just picture all that stress rolling off your body into the earth. And just allow each exhale to bring you more firmly into this moment. Allowing the body to relax, maybe start to expand the breath up into the ribs. So inhaling into the tummy, inhaling into the ribs, exhale everything. And then take a moment to check in with the head. Eyes are closed. See if you can float that head above the spine, coming into a comfortable position with the skull. Relax the jaw, the face. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Let the shoulders get a little soft. Feel the shoulder blades soften, collarbones widen slightly. And then bringing that breath all the way from the belly through the rib cage into the upper chest. Nice, deep, complete breaths. Complete exhales. Nice. Let's just bring the arms up for a moment and circle the wrists around. I don't know about you, but I'm spending a lot of keyboard time. So circling those wrists, right? Have the fingers apart, hands are spread, nice, big, slow circles. Circle in the opposite direction. So, as we move the joints, we lubricate the joints, right? As we move them, we lubricate them. And then take the hands into what we call little swan heads. So maybe you can see that. They look like little swan heads. And just lift them up and then push them down, stretching the top of the hands, the back of the wrists. Lift and down. Nice. Lift and down. One more time. Lift and down. Push, 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 trying to get your little swan beaks to touch your arms. Probably not possible. All right, let it go. Shake it out a little bit. Let's interlace the fingers. Go ahead and roll the hand around away from the body, palms away from the body, and just stretch here a little bit. So stretching into the hand as well as the back, upper back. Breathing here. Go ahead and float those hands towards the sky. Oh, stretch. Oh, feel that stretch in the ribs. Nice, lovely. On your next exhale, release the arms down next to the body. And let's circle one shoulder around and then the other. Let's do one at a time. Breathing as we go. Nice. And then we'll bring them forward one at a time. All right, nice big circles coming forward. Little bit more range of motion when we do one side at a time. Go ahead and now do both. Circle both shoulders back. Nice. And then both shoulders forward. And then bring them back to center and take a moment and just push the shoulders down away from the ears. And hold this. Hold, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Just hold the stretch and then relax. Let's lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Drop them down. Push them away from the ears. Nice. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, push them down. It's an active move. Push, 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 push. One more time. Lifting up. And then pushing down. Now relax. Shoulders back into a neutral position. All right. Last thing we'll do right here is just push the shoulders back. So it's almost like you're squeezing the shoulder blades together and then release. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push the collarbones wide and open. Release. One more time. Open up. Push those shoulder blades together, squeeze, 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 and then release. Nice. Good job. Okay, drop the chin to the chest. Let the head get a little heavy. Rock the chin a little side to side. Just gently stretching out the back of the neck. Right? Slowly, kindly, cautiously, consciously. Go ahead and lift the chin up to center. Drop the right ear over onto the right shoulder. Some people find it useful to take that right hand and just let the weight of the head, of the arm, increase the stretch. Frankly, my head feels heavy enough. You decide what works for you. Beautiful. Inhale the head up. Drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. There's something about sort of groaning as you do some of these stretches that just adds to the depth. And since you're in your own house and nobody can hear, groan away. Nice. Lift the head back up to center. Last time, go ahead and drop the chin to the chest. Rock the chin a little side to side, just deepening that stretch. Again, some people like to take the hands, interlace the fingers, bring them to the head, bring the elbows in, and let the weight of your arms increase that stretch. You decide. Go ahead and lift the chin. And just pause here for a moment and breathe. Nice. All right, we'll do a little cat-cow from in a sitting position. So maybe the hands are on the knees. You know, it sort of really depends on how you're sitting. But let's drop, round the back, drop the chin, and then go ahead and lift up. Push the chin, the head between the shoulders. Round and lift. I like to inhale as I'm rounding. I like to exhale as I'm arching, using those back muscles, compressing the vertebrae, opening the vertebrae on an inhale, filling with prana. And then on an exhale, using those muscles to push the prana out. Keep this going a couple more times. Next time you're in a rounded position, let's come into a circle over the hips. All right, nice. And again, here you can decide how rigorous or how gently you would like to do this. It's entirely up to you. So you could be making a really small circle, or you can make a really big circle and get the shoulders involved. Do what feels yummy, okay? Again, that groaning sort of helps, right? A little, Okay. Next time you're in a rounded position, reverse your circle and go in the opposite direction. Lovely. I just want to thank everybody who's here. I wish I could see you. I miss everybody. Nice. Couple more times. All right. Slowly, kindly, consciously, gently bring it back to center and just sit up tall for a moment and just feel all the space that you've created, right? From the wrists to the shoulders, the chest, the rib cage, the belly, the hips, the back. And take a moment to notice if the breath changes. Sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. All right, so we're going to roll over onto our backs, and before you do that, locate your ball. Bring your ball next to you if you have one. Again, if you don't have one, it's okay. We're just doing one little movement with it, but I thought it might be nice. So rolling onto the back, I'm going to move the blankets out of the way for now. And we're going to start with both knees bent for a moment, and we're going to breathe here. Take the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit further than hip distance apart, right? Just so we can open that pelvic area. Bring the arms into a comfortable position, whatever that means for you, right? So it could be out all the way to the side, it could be all the way next to the body, but let's all bring the palms up so that there's this, we're continuing to keep the upper chest open. And then just breathe here for a moment and allow the low back to get a little heavy. And if that instruction seems a little confusing, okay, do this. Push into the low back so that the low back connects to the earth. And then gently let go and try to maintain that connection.
right? So we want to, without effort, we want to let the low back get heavy and release. Close your eyes and breathe here. In through the nose, into the belly, the ribs, the upper chest, exhale everything. And as you breathe here, right, as you take these nice deep breaths, take a moment to notice where the grip is. Notice where the tension is. See if you can use the exhale to let go. See if you can use that exhale to just release the grip. Okay. And then from here, we're going to exhale the knees to the right. Inhale through center and exhale to the left. All right. And just keep this going with your breath. Inhale through center. Maybe you push the low back down as you come through center, and then you exhale to the opposite side. All right. Couple more times like this. All right, nice. Now, let's bring it back to center, right? Line the feet up with the hips a little bit more now. Go ahead and pull the right knee in, and let's gently extend the left leg. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take this right leg around in some circles. And here's the thing. This is all about you, right? Like what feels good? Maybe coming all the way over the body feels good. Maybe opening that leg up all the way feels good. Like take a moment and really get into this joint and just do what feels yummy and circling that around. Again, as we circle the joints around, we lubricate them, all right? So being gentle, conscious, slow, reverse your circle, going in the opposite way. All right, breathing as we go. And then let's all just gently bring this knee across the body. All right, all the way across the body in a nice little twist. Breathe here. Again, starting to open up the glutes, open up the hips, like stretch it out, let it go. Head can be, should be in a comfortable position, so it might be facing the same way as the knee. You decide, maybe the right arm's behind you, extended, so you can open the upper chest at the same time. You pay attention to you and notice what feels good, what feels useful, interesting, appropriate. Nice. We'll gently come back to center. With the knee bent, let's drop the knee out to the right side and bring that foot to the earth. I'm going to bring my right hand and just create a little weight here. So that right knee is bent, left leg is straight, right knee is dropped all the way open, and we're going to just breathe into this. And this is where surrender would come in, right? Surrendering that right leg into the earth, just letting go for a moment or two. Deep breaths, deep full breaths, complete exhales. Maybe feeling everything release a tad on the exhale. Gently lifting that right knee back up to center. Foot is on the earth, all right? Go ahead and bend the left knee. Pause here for a moment. Then we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So we're going to bring the left knee in, and we're just going to, extend the right leg. And then gently start to circle that left leg around. And again, you move to your rhythm, to your body. Maybe it's a small circle, maybe it's a big circle. Maybe that knee comes all the way over occasionally, opens up. You decide. And then go ahead and reverse the circle, going in the opposite direction. Breathing as you go, all right? Lubricating the joint. And notice if there's any grip anywhere, any tension, right? Let it go. This should be relaxed. Like, notice if, stuff starts to creep up, and then let it go. All right, coming back to center. Now, we're going to bring that left knee all the way across. And we're just going to bring the head in a comfortable position. Left arm can stay behind and breathe into this. And again, this idea of surrender. So just sort of sinking in, really concentrating on that left glute, left outer hip area. Nice deep breathing. Relax the face, the jaw, the mouth, the tongue. Nice. Gently come back to center. Drop the left foot onto the earth. Drop the left knee out to the side. Again, maybe use that left arm to create a little bit of weight here and just surrender this left leg into the earth. Right leg is straight. And breathe. Nice deep breathing. So the hips are tricky, right? We talk about this a lot. The hips sort of are the emotional dumping ground of the body. Everything we've shoved down ends up in the hips. And, I don't know about you, but I'm a lot less active during this time than I normally am. And it's not that I'm not exercising, because I am, but that's it, right? For the rest of the time, I'm pretty inactive. I mean, I haven't, I've driven my car twice in the last 2 weeks, Nice, beautiful. We'll bring that knee back up to center, and let's extend both legs onto the earth for a moment and just breathe into this. So relax the legs, whatever that means for you. So for me, it's like this external rotation. For you, it might look differently. Doesn't matter, relax. And take a moment to tune into the glutes, tune into the buttocks, and notice if one side feels heavier than the other. So I'll just tell you my experience. Normally when I lay down on the mat, one side does feel heavier. I didn't really measure that when we first laid down. And now I can tell you they both feel pretty even. All right, we're going to bend one knee and then the other. Go ahead and bring the knees into the chest and rock it out a little side to side. And then we'll bring those feet back to the earth. So here comes our handy dandy tennis ball or therapy ball or something like that you've got, right? What we're going to do is we're going to place this over. We'll start on the left side. We're going to place it over by the left hip. And we're going to come on, we're going to find that little spot. And so here's the deal. It's going to be different for all of us, right? But what I want you to do is I want you to find that spot. Right there. Yeah. Find that spot where you feel it sort of, pushing into some tightness in there. All right. And if you don't have the therapy ball and you don't have, anything, you could use a towel, like scrunch up a little towel. If you had, even like a dumbbell, you could put the end of the dumbbell in there, like whatever. Use your imagination and use something. How are you guys doing with this? You doing okay? And just breathe, all right? Breathe into that. Let it go, all right? And you can move it. Like if you're all of a sudden you're like, well, that's enough there. I need to move. I need to move it a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Breathing. Again, the hips can be a little sticky, right? Just a little sticky. And the truth is you can move this ball in a place where it's not going to do a lot. And that's okay too, right? Wherever you are today, be there. So that left side is your relationship side, right? The cool side, moon side, feminine side, relationship side. I'm usually a little stickier on this side. Considering I'm locked up in the house with my husband, I might be extra sticky on this side. Nice deep breaths. And start to notice where the resistance is, right? Where does the resistance come in? Where are you all of a sudden feeling like, oh, I'm done, Liz. Why aren't we out of this pose yet? Right? So very gently bringing the knees up to center and pause. All right, just pausing for a moment. You can take that tennis ball out if it's still stuck under there. Nice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to roll over onto the right side. And right onto that tennis ball. So again, take a moment to find the spot that feels most useful. Either good or, it might be that slight sort of pain, whatever you're into. But just find that spot and see if you can sink in here a little bit and let go. Again, I find it a little more comfortable to turn the head towards the knees. And as you do this, like, give in, right? Notice where the resistance is. Notice where the tension is. Let it go, right? If that left leg, if you're holding tension in the left leg, let it go. Doesn't need to be there. Right? And it doesn't matter if that left leg is up a little bit in order to get onto that ball, right? Like, whatever works. And breathe. And I would encourage you to, when we're done, this is a practice that you can do anytime, right? Anytime where you're feeling a little sticky in the hips. Right, you can use something like a tennis ball to kind of get in there and open it up a little bit. Few more breaths. I know you're probably at the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm done. Again, notice where the grip shows up. The jaw, the face, the shoulders, the hands. Let it go. Okay, lovely. Go ahead and bring the knees up to center. Go ahead and take that ball out. Let's bring the knees in and let's rock it out a little side to side. Nice. We're going to bring the legs into concentric circles. So hands just below the knees at the top of the shins, circle out, drop forward, and circle back in. Right? Nice big circles here. So maybe you notice that it's a little less sticky, right? That opened things up a little bit. And then again, maybe not. Next time your knees are in, let's reverse the circle, going in the opposite direction. Breathing. All right, come back to center. Go ahead and squeeze those knees in for a minute. Let's lift the head, lift the chin, engage the core a little. Nice. Go ahead and bring the body down, head down. Bring the left leg to the earth. Let's bring the right leg up towards the sky and just gently stretch out the hamstring. So flex the right foot, toes towards the face, heel towards the ceiling, and just gently breathe into this. All right, nice deep breaths. I find it a little useful to grab onto the leg and just encourage the leg, not pull, but just a gentle encouragement, or not, right? But see if that left glute, like let the left glute stay heavy. Nice, breathing into this. Extend the left leg, right? And let's drop that right leg over the body in a nice wide-legged twist. You can take that left hand and bring it onto the right leg and breathe. Right arm can be behind the body. And then go ahead and lift that right leg back up towards the sky and drop it out to the right. All right? So the legs are sort of in almost like a V position. Again, part of what we're trying to do is get our body into positions that it is not normally in during the day. All right, bend the right knee and go ahead and bring it in towards the chest. Release the right leg down onto the earth. Pausing here for a moment, breathing into the soup of that, noticing that. And just take a moment and be in the right leg. Is the right leg longer, more spacious, more expansive? Does it feel like that right hip is a little more open? Like maybe both hips feel a little more open at this point. Mine do. Go ahead and bend one knee and then the other. Do the same thing on the left side. So we're going to bring the left leg up towards the sky, flex the left foot, and just stretch gently into the back of the left leg. All right. So again, I find it useful to use the hands to encourage, not to pull, just to encourage. Keep that left glute on the earth, let it stay heavy, and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Jaws relaxed, face is relaxed, tongue is off the roof of the mouth. Just breathing. Encouraging the body. Like all things considered, it functions incredibly well. So appreciating, right? Like just appreciate who you are and where you're at. It's all a process. We'll gently straighten the right leg, and we'll bring that left leg across the body. Left arm can stay extended out to the left. head in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you, and breathe. And just relax into the pose, right? Surrender. Jaws relaxed, face is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, arms, legs. And once you get into the position, see if you can let go and just be here now. All right, go ahead and lift that left leg back up towards the sky and then drop it out to the left. And again, just breathing here. Nice, deep, even breaths, surrendering into the pose. Couple more breaths. Good job. Go ahead and bend the left knee. Bring the left knee in. Extend the left leg. And breathe. Just breathing into this for a moment. Nice, deep breaths. Feeling the expansiveness that exists right now in this moment in your body. All right, let's bend one knee and then the other. Pause here for a moment. Let the low back stabilize, get a little heavy. All right, and go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Rock it out a little side to side. All right, we're gonna come back up into a seated position. All right, this is where our 3 blankets are going to come into play. So, you can grab your blankets. We're done with the ball. All right. So, we're going to take one of these blankets and we're going to sit on it. And we're going to create a little, like a decent amount of height, okay? So, you see that? I got it like, I don't know, it's maybe 2 or 3 inches by the time I sit on it. All right, I'm gonna sit on this. I'm gonna bring these other blankets close. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the legs. And so the thing to remember here is this is not like extend the legs as far as you can. This is extend them into a nice wide stance, nice, comfortable, wide stance. And then we're gonna take one of the blankets, we're gonna take one blanket under each knee. Okay. And depending on your body, right, like where you want that, you want to start to feel as you sit up here, you're going to want it quite so high, all right? So again, we're all just going to be a little bit different, but you've got that. Want to start to feel a stretch in the hamstring. And it's like I feel the glutes kind of being pushed out, right? The outside of the glutes being opened up a little bit, and then the hamstring
being extended and stretched out. Does everybody kind of get that? Does this make sense? Does anybody have any questions? You can type those in. Just take a moment to find your spot, get a little comfortable, okay? And remember that everybody has a different level of flexibility, which is why using these towels or blankets is kind of nice, because you can take a moment to get comfortable. Well, I don't know if comfortable is the right word, but you want to at least be safe, right? Okay, so then what we're going to do from here, all right? So for some of us, as we sit up nice and tall, this is going to be it. Like, this is good. Maybe I'm going to push my hands into the earth behind me and lean forward a little bit. Some of us, we want to start to come down a little bit. And as we come down, you're going to want to hinge from the waist, okay? So which means we want to keep the spine long. We don't want to round the back, right? We want to keep the spine chest lifted, chin lifted, okay? Again, we all have different levels of flexibility. Some of you are going to be able to come straight down. Take a moment to play with the blanket underneath the knees to find the most useful, interesting spot for you today. Okay. We don't want any pressure on that low back, right? So there might still be that little arch in the low back going on. Belly soft, chest is lifted, and breathe. Let the legs get heavy. As you start to breathe, you might, on the exhale, let go a little more. How's the head? All right, make sure the head's relaxed. No tension in the back of the neck. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Letting go, coming in. Maybe we start to come down a little further. And just notice, for those of us that have been working on forward folds, notice how different this feels, right? With the knees slightly supported. A few more breaths. Nice. Go ahead and gently push it up. Sitting up nice and tall for a moment. Take those blankets out. Bring the legs forward. Put the blankets over to the side of the mat. All right. Now from here, we're going to come into, side saddle, mermaid. Come off the blanket underneath the booty. Come all the way down onto the earth. So let's bring our left leg in front. So we're all going the same direction. And we're going to bring the right leg behind us, okay? I'm just going to pause here for a moment, see if we can get everything nice and flat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of those blankets and bring it to in front of us. And we're going to sort of move over into a modified pigeon pose, right? So thanks for the feedback, guys. Okay, so modified pigeon pose, right? And frankly, if you wanted to come all the way onto pigeon, you could, but let's just come into a modified pigeon pose. So we're just kind of going to turn the torso a little bit to the left. I know I'm opposite you guys, I'm sorry. And we're going to start to come down. All right. And we're just going to sink into this a little bit here.
And if that right leg wants to migrate out, right? And you even want to come like all the way further onto that pigeon pose, you can, but we can keep it nice and gentle and accessible and breathe into this. So there's something about this where we're in this sort of this mermaid pose that's just a little bit more lengthening, right? Breathing. Okay, gently push it up. All right, tuck it in a little bit more. All right, so we're kind of back in our original pose, facing forward. Go ahead and drop your left hand onto the earth and reach that right arm up and over, right? Now, it might be useful to kind of drop the arm on top of the head if it feels a little just too weird hanging out here. But you decide, right? And then maybe we even come down onto that left forearm, and just stretch all the way into the right side of the body. Head's comfortable, neck's comfortable, right? Different for everybody. Come straighten out the left arm. Straighten out the right arm. Release it down onto the earth. Nice. Let's switch sides. So, pausing here for a moment, nice and centered, right? Then we're going to start to move over to the right a little bit, and we're going to come down. Again, it might be useful to use one of those blankets to come on down onto you. So we're not quite in pigeon pose, it's not like quite all the way over like this, right? Trying to stay a little bit more lengthened. We'll come into pigeon pose on our backs, right? But for here, we're doing things a little differently, right? Breathe. Just nice deep breaths here. Nice, beautiful. Sinking in, relaxing. Okay, gently pushing it up. Keeping the right hand on the earth. Let's lift that left arm up. Again, maybe we come all the way down onto the forearm on the right arm and drop the left arm over the head and breathe. Jaw's comfortable, neck is comfortable, head's comfortable. Nice deep breaths. And you can almost just reach a little bit into the ribs, right? And, get into this, feel it. Nice, beautiful. All right, gently straightening the right arm. Bring that left arm up, release it down. Pausing here for a moment. Let's bring the feet sole to sole. And just flutter a little bit, right? Fluttering those knees in this little butterfly pose, breathing into this. Okay, super. Bring those knees up, stretch the legs out, and let's shake them out a little bit, just a little up and down. All right, shake, 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 shake. All right, shake, 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 shake. Okay, so we're gonna come back onto our backs. We're gonna do
pigeon pose on our back, and then we're going to come into sort of a back opener for our meditation. So before you come down, let's take take one of your towels or blankets and roll it up. All right, just creating a small rounded bolster. Okay, we're going to use that underneath our spine at the very end, and we want the other blanket, one of the blankets at the foot, and then the other blanket at the head. We're going to put our heads on that for our final relaxation. But for now, we're going to come down. So take a moment to sort of set up your little nest. All right, come on down. All right, again, pausing here for a moment. Let the back get a little heavy. Take the feet past the hips, right? Nice and wide. Breathe. And just notice if any tension is built up in the shoulders, the collarbones, the back, the jaw. Hopefully not like the belly, but maybe the low back. Let that get a little heavy. Walk the feet so they're in line with the hips. All right? We're going to raise that right leg up towards the sky. We're going to flex the right foot, rotate the right leg, bring the right ankle down onto the left knee, top of the left quadricep. All right. Push the right knee away a little bit. Just pausing here for a moment, creating this nice little triangle. All right. You have options here. We're going to bring the left knee in. Now, some of you it might feel more comfortable to grab under that knee. For some of us, it might feel more comfortable to grab on the outside of that knee. So whatever works for you. Once you've grabbed onto your left knee, rock just a little bit right to left, like literally 2 inches. Find the sweet spot, okay? So I don't know about you, but my right hip feels way more open than normal. So that sweet spot is a little more elusive, but there it is, okay? Once you find it, sink in, enjoy, close your eyes and breathe. Nice deep breaths, letting go, seeing if you can just surrender into the pose. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the throat. Then come into the buttocks and just relax the buttocks. Let the low back get heavy, let the hips get heavy, let the booty get heavy. Breathing here. Just letting go completely. Deep, diaphragmatic breaths. Nice, lovely. All right, release the left foot onto the earth. Shake that right leg out a little bit. And bring the right foot down and pause. We'll lift the left leg up towards the sky. Flex the left foot, rotate the left foot out to the left, drop that left ankle just underneath the right knee at the top of the thigh, or bottom of the thigh, I guess. Gently push the left knee away, creating this nice, very symmetrical, open triangle. And then we're going to bring the right knee in. Again, you decide where you want to hold on, what's best for you.
And then again, we're just gonna rock a little, like 2 inches to the right, 2 inches to the left. You're gonna find that sweet spot, which might be a little bit more elusive because we've already really opened the hips up. But your experience is your experience, so enjoy that and just sink in here. Softening the shoulders, the throat, the tongue, the jaw, the mouth. Nice, deep breathing. Remember, surrender is the lack of resistance, right? Giving up the resistance. So momentarily surrendering into this, right here, right now. Continuing to breathe deeply. Few more breaths there. Nice. Gently release the right foot to the earth. Shake out that left leg a little bit. Bring the left foot onto the earth and pause. Just let everything get a little heavy. Roll the shoulders out, palms up, and breathe. Hopefully everything feels really open, which frankly can also feel a little vulnerable, right? There can sort of be this aspect of now things are moving through that I wasn't really expecting. So if that's happening, like that's okay, go with that too. Unresolved emotions don't go away. They show up in the body. All right, just gently pushing yourselves up. Go ahead and grab that rounded bolster that we created. You have a couple options here. So one option is to keep the booty on the earth. We're going to take that other blanket. We're going to bring our feet sole to sole on it, just lifting the feet up a little bit. So you can either keep the booty on the floor and come down, or you can bring this blanket underneath the booty and come onto it. So it's really up to you, whatever feels good in this moment. Just gonna open the chest up a little bit. So arms come out to the side like a T. The palms are facing up, and we're just gonna sink into gravity. We're gonna just let go in this pose. Nice deep breathing. Maybe tuning into the shoulder blades for a moment and just feeling the shoulder blades kind of open up over the bolster and soften, get heavy, sink towards the earth. Arms are heavy. Nice, beautiful, deep breathing here. Again, the work that we did definitely might have caused some emotions to move through the body. So know that and be, okay with that. Let it go. Don't try to shove it back down, right? That would be, anti-productive to what we're trying to do here. I don't know about you, but my instinct is oftentimes to just push it down. Like, oh, let's not go there now. But I think, for me, then I end up pouring things over it to keep those feelings down, right? A few more breaths here. Nice. All right, very gently roll over onto the right side of the body. Move that bolster out from underneath. Move the one that is under the feet. Maybe roll it up a little bit more and actually move it under the knees. All right, bring the one that's at the top of the mat underneath the head. So, now this is where if you were doing this on your bed, you'd be steps ahead of the game. So taking a moment to find a truly comfortable spot, right? I've suggested this, but frankly, if this doesn't work for you, choose something else. Your body temperature might drop a little bit, so you could take that other blanket and bring it on top of you. And just taking a moment to find a comfortable final few moments together. Palms are up, arms are at a comfortable distance from the body, whatever that means for you. And let's begin to relax completely. Nice, deep breathing. Inhale through the nose, down into the belly. Exhale everything. Again, inhaling through the nose, down into the belly. Exhale everything. Next time you breathe, bring it from the belly into the rib cage. Lengthening, deepening the breath. Bringing that breath all the way from the belly, through the ribs, into the upper chest. As you exhale, let go. Sinking into the earth a little bit more. Imagine that each exhale takes you deeper into a sense of relaxation. Each exhale takes you deeper into relaxation. The feet are relaxed, the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees. Every exhale takes you deeper. Thighs are relaxed, buttocks, pelvic floor, belly relaxed. Each exhale takes you deeper. The lower back and the waist are tension-free and relaxed. The spine, the spinal cord, the vertebrae, relaxed, released, connected to the earth. The rib cage is gently encasing the organs that are healthy and relaxed. Shoulder blades soften.
Collarbones widen and the shoulders pour from the body. Allowing the arms to get heavy, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands, the fingers. Relax, release. The back of the neck and the throat is relaxed. The fifth chakra, the bridge between the head and the heart, is a clear, open channel. Base of the skull is wide. The jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips relax. Cheeks relax. Let the skull get heavy. Forehead brightens. Crown chakra open. The entire body is completely at peace and relaxed. And imagine that you're on a mountainside, on a island off of Greece, in the Mediterranean Sea, and in front of you is a grotto filled with water that's bubbling up from the core of the planet. And imagine stepping into this mineral bath on this mountainside overlooking the ocean. And as you step in, you can feel this dense water over the feet, the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees. You step further into the pool, up to the waist. Finding a place where you can sit comfortably so that the water covers you up to the chin. And you can feel this dense mineral water pulling out dis-ease, discomfort, impurities. As you look out over the Mediterranean Sea, it's beautiful, like the blue of the ocean and the blue of the sky. So peaceful, inspiring. Vast, spacious, open. Imagine yourself gently exiting the pool and standing on the earth, feeling the sun dry your skin, feeling a gentle ocean breeze, standing on this mountainside, this small little island mountainside. Knowing right now in this moment, you are whole, perfect, and complete. Anything is possible and nothing is necessary. As you pull the energy up from the earth beneath your feet, down from the heavens beneath into your crown chakra, there's a sense of vitality. At the same time that there is a sense of peace and comfort, spaciousness within as well as beyond. Every breath you take is an act of healing. Ever so gently, releasing this imagery ever so gently, coming back into this moment, into your body, into your home, the room that you're in, aware of the breath, breathing a little deeper, aware of the floor beneath you, wiggling the fingers and toes. Gently rolling over onto the left side of the body, that cool moon feminine side. We've kind of brought the energy down, right? We've done an evening practice. We've opened everything up. So rolling onto that left side, hugging this feeling to you for a moment longer. Right? Knowing you've done something good for yourself, you've done something good for the planet. We have the ability to project peace out into the world. Using that right arm to gently push yourselves up into a comfortable seated position. Allowing the palms to find each other in front of the heart. Bowing the head in gratitude, grace, humility. Thank you for spending your time with me. Namaste. I wish you light and happiness. Good idea to drink some water. All right. It's good seeing you all. Thank you.